Well, howdy, 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 everybody. Teresa here with,
Friday.
and with the critters, all three dogs. Of course, Jelly Bean is here at my feet, all covered up in a blanket because she was a little cold. And Nixie is right here next to me because it's storming out like crazy, and she's a little afraid. Charlie is, of course, behind Brad's chair, hiding. But yeah, it's very stormy here right now. We're getting the rain and stuff from Elsa, and we are under tornado watch. They said extreme until I think it was 10 p.m. tonight. Um, so you have to be wary of that. Um, we probably are not gonna go to a shelter because I don't want to leave my pets. And I know people say just leave your pets, let them fend for themselves, but they're terrified now. Can you imagine if we weren't here and if it was really, but we're getting prepared that if we have to, we'll go into the safest place of this mobile home and pull a mattress over the top of all of us.
And we made a lifetime commitment to our pets.
We did make a lifetime commitment to our pets, and I know it sounds funny and stuff, and I know that human life is supposed to be more important, but like I said, yeah, there are babies, and they're very much our family, and I just don't want to. Neither one of us want to leave them. So, um, but know that we are very safe. Okay, if there was actually a tornado coming, they would be having a very loud siren would go off and stuff. And we do have a very large ditch right in front of our house that we would probably, get the animals and get ourselves to, and if we had to, cover with a mattress. Um, you know, so there is that. That's a risk you do have with living in a mobile home. I mean, it just is. It is a cheaper way to buy a home, but it also is more risky, and we know that. Now, if we lived in Florida, we wouldn't buy a mobile home. Nothing against anybody that lives in one in Florida. We did. But the area that we lived in seems like it got hit pretty hard. We're still kind of trying to see what went on there. Um, Let me give you the weather right now as we're talking about it. Let's see. Because right now it's 75 degrees, flash flood warning also. Let's see. Uh, uh, and it feels like 75. It's rain and wind right now. This is all kind of a new setup for me on this phone. Let's see. Humidity's at 90%. Wind is only 21 miles per hour right now. We could hit up to 45, which still comes from Wyoming. Doesn't seem like that much. But we're going to get rain, 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 and rain. And how about some more rain? So, but it's going to really taper off tomorrow for a bit. So, not as bad. So, we're hanging in there. We're wary of the weather reports. Keeping an eye on that. If we absolutely had to, we would load all of us into a vehicle and drive to a safer place, and that is an option too. And that's one what we would do. I would get the cat carrier and I would put her in it, and she would yell and squawk and not be happy, but that's okay. And then I would get these guys in the vehicle also. Um, Jelly Bean is doing really well. Her new name tag came in with our phone numbers yesterday, so that was nice. She is adjusting really well to potty training, hardly any accidents, and those are mainly if we don't notice the signs of her naming out. And okay, I told you guys I was working on some life changing things, or I think I told you, maybe I didn't. I was, but I was trying to go for a gastric sleeve, and once again, third time out, not going to try it this avenue anymore is while the weight loss surgery clinic, which is all networked in with out my doctors here at Nash, they're covered, but the doctor that comes in to perform the surgery is not in network, which means then I would have to pay 60% of everything. Yeah, you heard it right. And the deductible just alone on that, not counting all the tests and stuff, is over $12,000. So we looked, and there's no bariatric surgeons in network with Nash. The closest one is about 30 miles away. Um, I just don't want to go out of network with my Nash doctors because they all talk to each other, and it's really a comforting thing to know that my doctor, my primary care doctor, talks with my cardiologist and will be talking with my nephrologist. Every ologist I have is connected with here in Nash with the hospital and stuff. And I like that. If I get put in a hospital, they're in quick communication with everybody else. Like, hey, she's here in a hospital. What are we all going to do, team? So it's just not meant to be, you guys. It's just not meant to be. This is the third time I have tried to obtain weight loss surgery. I had, uh, not yesterday, but Monday, attended a 4-hour class and seminar, went through all the first, starting of paperwork. I thought something was up because certain people that were on Medicaid stuff got an appointment with the doctor right away. The rest of us were told to contact our insurance companies, make sure that the doctor was in network, and then they would get us an appointment. Well, I think they probably know that, a large majority of us are not, and you know, but see, seeing as what irritates me is before making the appointment, I even called to verify whether or not my insurance would be covered. They at no point in time said, well, we're covered, but doctor, the doctor may not be. Why waste 4 hours of my time and get me excited to pull the rug out? Is how I feel. But it's just not meant to be. I'm just going to have to keep working on uh, losing weight slowly, which I am, and go from there. Yeah. I had my little cry last night. Wasn't real severe. Yesterday, we called the insurance company because we wanted to make sure before either one of us got our hopes up too much. And so, yeah. But I don't know if I told you guys or not. We did find all the paperwork we needed. The other day, it was, maybe 3, 4 days ago, Charlie was scared to death because it was storming again. And no, it was because of fireworks. So I'm trying to comfort him, and I keep turning around and looking, and underneath the cat has her shelf, like we call it, and it sits in a window. It's one of those padded deals. Well, I look over, and there is this green variegated envelope that I've been looking for forever. And anyway, I can show it to you, but it's one of those accordion style ones. We had already pulled out the pink one and looked in there. I knew it would hopefully in the green one. I was hoping it had not gotten left accidentally in Florida. But going through it right away, I found all of our important papers, birth certificates, our marriage license, my divorce decree, my marriage license to the first idiot. Not that you're the second. That sounds bad.
That's what I was laughing at.
So now we got the second idiot, but the first idiot, you know.
Thanks, babe.
Yeah, I'm joking. You're not an idiot all the time. Are you gonna get clothes to get dressed?
I've got some back there.
Oh, okay. I don't know where your clothes are. Your clothes are like 27 different places.
When you're done.
Yes, I'm doing a video right now, dude.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
What do you want, man?
When you're done, do that. Could you start the next load of laundry?
Yeah.
Please?
Okay. And I had some other stuff to do too.
I know.
Okay. Anyway, we're trying to catch up on the laundry. And it's rainy, 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 and oh Lord. Anyway, I'm telling you about the paperwork. All the paperwork we needed right there in this manila envelope that I was been looking for high and low because I put all the papers in here because we went through this. We went to go get get my driver's license in Florida. That she's like, well, no, for each name change, you gotta have documentation. You know, I've been married to him forever.
Idiot number 2.
Yeah, for almost 33 years now. So anyway, all the paperwork. So happy about that. I said, now I can get off your butt. I said, ass. But now I can get off your ass about getting in that room and looking for this paperwork because I'm starting to panic because I'm like, we can't find this paperwork. I got to start contacting the courts back in Wyoming and getting all this stuff sent, and what's it going to cost. And, so anyway, last time we went through this in Florida, then I so proudly go back in there because I first initially went in there and they're like, no, we can't change your driver's license over till you have X, Y, and Z documentation. So I finally get X, Y, and Z documentation. She didn't even look at it. I'm like, really? Okay, so, but you got to play by their rules. So getting ready because I'd like to have my North Carolina driver's license. We'd like to have the plate changed over to North Carolina. I want to be all on the up and up, and this is where we live, breathe, pay taxes, all that other kind of stuff. So got that all done. That makes me very happy. So it's a no go on the surgery. It's a yes go on getting documentation and being official. Um, So no go on the house looking semi decent. Tomorrow, the roofing guy, and he's supposed to look at the flooring. He works for the manufacturers of these mobile homes. Is supposed to be here. He didn't show up Monday. Then finally, Brad calls and is like, "Hey, you're supposed to be here at this time. This was like a couple hours past that time. Can you let us know what's going on?" Because he just wanted to breeze by here a couple weeks ago. And we're like, no, we got stuff going on. You got to make an appointment, because it's real rude when he's leaving these voicemails. I'm like, holy crap, you're a professional. But anyway, he's supposed to show up tomorrow, hopefully. Oh, Monday. He finally called back about an hour after Brad left a message, and he plays it off with, well, I forgot about the fourth, and it's my mistake, and stuff. And we're like, Brad's like, we understand that happens. It does. Um, and so, he wanted to come like the next day. And it's like, that was Tuesday, which was just an impossibility because besides me having that 4-hour seminar, then Brad had physical therapy. And then, when I get out, I thought I was needing to say goodbye to any real food, basically. They weren't going to let you have any carbs or anything. So, uh, and then we had errands to run and stuff. It was just an impossible day. And I knew we weren't going to feel like it yesterday because usually after Brad has physical therapy, the next day he is very sore and he is very tired. But his strength is really increasing, isn't it, honey?
Yes, it is.
They did another assessment of him. In 1 month time, he had dropped like 10 pounds and he's gotten a lot stronger. He's really been working it hard. I'm very proud of him because I know he's in a lot of pain and he does his exercises here at home. I don't know what they are. I'm not his mom. I'm not going to micromanage him. So, but sometimes I see him doing different things. But, usually the next day after physical therapy, he's very sore. Stuff kind of needs to rest a little bit more. A lot of times when he gets home from physical therapy, he needs to take some pain medication and go lay down. And, but the house is coming together. It's still, you know, you can actually see the couch now, which is good. And but kind of at a standstill because more stuff has to come out of that last bedroom so we can put the craft stuff in there and start assembling it in some kind of semblance. And you know, we've got to work in Brad's room so he has a little bit more room. And he needs to install like the round shower bar, uh, shower curtain bar, and the shower caddy, and some other things in there, like the seated bench seat for showering and stuff. So, but he'll get it done. I'll help him with what I can. Yesterday, he was kind of behind on doing his part of the housework, so I'm like, I'll vacuum the floors, and I did, and that helped him. And then I need to go in back and do like I can't remember what day it was. I had to do all of our pain pills or all of our medications and stuff. But what else have I done? Still haven't finished that one painting. I'm so close, so close. I keep staring at it, going, "What more am I gonna do? Not do on it?" I think I'm gonna try and do a metallic white over the top of some of the golds, like kind of aqua plant life, because I don't want to take away from that shimmer effect. I really am liking that shimmer effect. It really kind of gives you the feeling of water and stuff. So I think that's what I'm going to do maybe tonight. I'll have to see. I've got a few other things to do tonight. I have been trying to get sleep a little earlier. Last night I was so tired. I just kind of leaned back on the bed and I must have fallen asleep just like that. And then I woke up in quite a bit of pain. And you know how when the weather changes and stuff, we kind of hurt more, all of us. It's just life. You work through it, you do your stretches, you do what you need to do, and that's all you can do. I'm not totally regretting having spent the 4 hours there. It was nice just to visit with a group of ladies, and I did learn some more about nutrition and stuff, like why they hate the keto diet if you're diabetic. The medical professionals around here, anyway, not fans of the keto diet. And I say it's because of all the fat in it, which for diabetic people is something we have to watch really closely, like cholesterol. But I think if we age, everybody does. I can only speak from my experience. But I learned like about what they considered specific portions, um, like stopping eating, uh, 2 hours before bedtime, you eating some smaller meals, but eating, 5 or 6 times a day. Um, More about portion sizes. It never hurts, no matter how much you think you know about nutrition. It never hurts to listen to another dietitian viewpoint because they're all so vastly different. That is one thing I've learned through going through this journey, is that we're all so vastly different. And so are the plans and stuff. So, like I said, I'll just go on my own journey. I have in the past lost well over 200 pounds, and yeah, I was a lot younger. It was about 20 years ago, but I'll take my time, and I, I think for the most part, reviewing what I eat, my carbs and stuff are pretty on check. The difference is, okay, Monday after the seminar, Brad and I went out to lunch. We All of us ladies were saying we're going to have a goodbye party for food, right? Because they wanted you to start the very next morning on your eating plan. So we had Wendy's, which I don't normally have. I had a double stack, which I don't normally have. Then that night we had pizza, and we also had the Parmesan bread knots there at Domino's. I don't normally eat as much as I did, and then I had like some granola bars and stuff. My blood sugar was 185, which is high for me anymore. I go back to eating how I normally eat yesterday, and my blood sugar immediately dropped down to 113 again, just after one day. So it makes a big difference. It really does. So I'm just gonna keep doing me. That's all I can do. Like I said, my eating is pretty on point. Physical activity I'm going to increase, and I think you'll see the weight coming off a little bit better. And slower is best anyway. For most things in life, slower is best anyway. Anyway, so Brad's doing pretty well. A little concerned about his toe. He already does have another appointment for wound care just to get that checked out again. We're just gonna double check it on how that's doing. Yeah, I could have shaved his callus off and stuff, but I'm a little weary of because he is diabetic and knowing the problems he's had with this wound, of me not being a medical professional messing with it. So I'm saying let the doctor look at it and decide what he thinks about it. Brad's been wearing it, trying to wear shoes in the house more, but that gets kind of hard too because, especially I tell him when we're done with dinner and stuff, let's take them off. So, because he does have a certain amount of swelling, and not today though, it's really good. And he just kind of wants to kick back and relax because they like to have him wear his shoes more inside. And I know a lot of you diabetics know what I'm talking about because he'll run into something, he damages his toes, he doesn't know it because he has no feeling. Like I said, all the dogs are fine. The cat is fine. The cat finally has forgiven me, and she's coming up to get her love up now, like she was. All the animals are all over me, which I just love, especially my dogs. Last night I had all three dogs on the bed with me. Now, first off, it was Jelly Bean. She's always right by me. She decided she was going to get growly and get bad with Nixie, who's like a little mother hen to her anyway, and I made her stop because she has to learn, Jelly Bean does, that she can't growl at the big dog. They have as much right as she does to be up on that bed and love up on me. So she didn't even growl a bit when Charlie got on the bed. She knew, like, no, Mom's not going to have this. But so, yeah, they're all getting along really well, and I'm really happy about that. But Nixie, she was so funny the other day, Monday, when we got home. I elected to not go into a restaurant to eat because we had been gone. Oh, probably about 4.5, 5 hours, and that's a long time for our dogs. They're not used to us being gone longer than that. So I always log Jelly Bean up. She has a little kennel, just right for her size. What is it?
It's a piece of petrified wood that I tumbled.
Oh, you want me to show it? A piece of petrified wood. If you guys ever like crystals or anything like that, check out this channel name called The Crystal Collector. And he goes all over doing digs and mining for different crystals, and oh Lord. And I had no idea there was so many here in North Carolina. Brad and I are eager to do that.
Yep.
The nerds that we are, we sit and we watch that. We watch Criminal Minds. There haven't been any very many new police chases, so we're not watching that lately because we've been watching a crystal collector. But anyway, what was I saying? Oh, Monday.
Can I disturb you for a quick second?
Can I finish this story
Well, I was
real
going to see
fast?
if you could do my strap and I'll get out of your hair. I have problems with my back. I have these.
Is this one okay?
Yeah, I got that one.
Okay. Well, it's still a little loose.
Okay.
Okay.
And it's hard for me to bend over to.
It's his back, and
Yeah.
and so you want to lift it up your dragon stuff?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Let me finish this before you leave real
Okay,
quick.
sweetie.
Okay.
Okay.
So anyway, we've been gone 4.5, 5 hours. So I always lock up Jelly Bean, and I put her in her kennel. The two big dogs have run in the house. They're doing their job. They're protecting the house. But so anyway, and for her safety, because Charlie once in a while does decide that, oh, he would like to chase her like he does the cat, and then he likes to put his whole mouth over their head. And I say, spit out the cat, Charlie. And he's not doing anything to her. He's just doing it to be a little butthead. Or big butt head.
Big butt head.
Yeah, and then the cat will sit there and shake her head after. It's like I just had Moby Dick, just right over my head, and so I seen him the other day try and do that with Jelly Bean, and she's like, "What the heck?" But anyway, so I walked in the bedroom because that's where her kennel is in my bedroom, and Nixie, Jelly Bean is just pawing at the front of the cage because she wants out. She sees me. Nixie, and she's kind of barking. Nixie decides she's going to sit right by the kennel and howl because she wants Jelly Bean out because Jelly Bean is kind of whimpering and barking and stuff. And her, Nixie being the mother hen she is to every dog we have, especially if you're a small dog, Nixie thinks she needs to mother you. And she will be very protective over like Jelly Bean. And it was so cute though because here she is howling like, "Hey, let her out, let her out!" Right?
Yeah,
Brad's
it
getting ready to
was.
run into town because we both take the same type of insulin, and we have enough for today. And I'm going to be gone for a good portion of tomorrow. And the roofing guy, who also is supposed to look at this linoleum floor in the kitchen that's all rolled up and bubbled up, is supposed to come tomorrow. So, yeah, he has to go out in the rain, in the storm, and, do that. So,
Yeah.
all right. Well, I just wanted to touch base with you guys. I know I hadn't been on. I had some of you guys texting me and seeing if I'm okay, which I always appreciate so very much. Um, my depression is a little bit better. I worried that maybe it was going to come back full force because I wasn't able to have the surgery and stuff. But, I always plan for the worst but hope for the best, and that's what I was doing. And at least I didn't get so far down the path like last time where it was 2 weeks out, and then I didn't want to go through that again. You have anything to say?
No.
Nope.
You told him about Ichabod.
No, I did not. Okay, see, you guys thought you were gonna get rid of me. Brad took me for my birthday, on my birthday even, to, it's called
Ichabod.
Ichiban. I call it Ichabob's just because I'm a weirdo like that. And it's a Japanese steakhouse and sushi. And so he made reservations, and we went there, and it was one of those ones where they cook the food right there on a grill in front of you, and they kind of are performing, and it was just so fascinating. I had seen a place like that about 40 years ago, right? But it was so much fun, and the group of people we were with finally loosened up, and they were having fun. And I mean, this cook he was having a good time, and you could tell. But I mean, there's so much food they did. We did the imperial dinner for two, which was like $46. And but you get soup and salad before the meal, and you get appetizers like shrimp, some zucchini and mushroom, and then he starts cooking the fried rice right there. Starts cooking the noodles right there. And then we had steak, shrimp, and chicken. And I mean, they just keep piling this stuff on your plate. Then you had cinnamon banana something cooked right there. But it was really fascinating, was it?
Yeah.
Brad had never seen anything like that. And it'd been so long for me, and it was such a different experience. I mean, you're literally sitting just right there, and what they do is they're different people. They have like little plexiglass dividers sitting right there. So I mean, it was great.
Remember the onion ring volcano he did?
Oh, he did an onion ring volcano with alcohol and stuff. And he did, when he first is doing the grill, he does some flame work too, and he was kind of using his spatula and and fork and you know tapping out and stuff. He was really cool. It was
Yeah.
a lot of fun, you know.
He was, I don't remember what his name was, but he was from the Philippines,
Right?
and he just brought his wife over not that long ago, and she started their.
Wasn't she from China?
I don't remember.
I thought he said she was.
Yeah, And
Because you were talking about Chinese culture, and
yeah,
he said, yeah,
yeah, and she was
our server.
our
So it
server.
was really cool.
Yeah,
It was really cool. So it was really a nice birthday. Of course, I didn't hear from either daughter, and I didn't expect I would, and that's fine. You know, they all make their own choices. But it was nice, and I heard from a lot of my friends. Oh my
that
goodness!
was cool.
If any of you guys are watching that, and my friend Carol got me these really cool pins. They're for doing diamond. Here's one I have out. It's really cool. And then um, she also got me this, which I'm going to open when I do the next one. Got me this one, this tray thing. I wanted one like this. I only have a thing that has just the one tray, but I wanted one like this because they're so nice. You know, like stack and everything. So thank you again, Carol. And my friend Kathy, I have to still thank her. She sent some scrubbies and sent a really nice birthday card. And as so many of you guys messaged me and text me and stuff, really made me feel very loved and stuff. And I really appreciate that. I could tell who really are my friends, who really take the time out and ask specifically about how I'm doing and stuff. And that means a lot, you know. Right, hon?
Hmm.
And Brad owes me some plants because the dogs destroyed some of my plants inside here. You know what he told me? He said, "Well, I'm too busy to take care of the plants outside." I've been going through a little bit of a rough patch here, you know, and I got to get over, you know, feeling so shy about going outside and stuff. But I'm getting better. I'm getting better.
Yeah,
So
you are. You really are.
anyway, I'm gonna let you guys go. I got some things to take care of, and Brad's got to run down the road. So anyway, I love you guys, and I do cherish your friendship so very much. And I think you guys are awesome. And say bye, Brad.
Bye, Brad.
Bye, guys.